This is my show.
Last November, on the 24th, I applied to get a permit for a gun, right? More than 5 months ago. And today, on April 27th of the following year, 5 months and 3 days later, after a process of fingerprints and going down to the police department, picking up your permit, and going to a gun store, and buying it, and having another background check ran, and everything. Today, I get to pick up the pistol, and I'm gonna go to their shooting range and shoot it. So, check it out.
That is my first shot there. Check that out. Here's the Glock down here. Ammo. This is actually a lot of fun.
When you're shooting, concentrate on the front sight like a sporting team.
Hey, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel.
I was trying like hell to be as helpful as I could be.
Yeah.
And it just sucked the life right. You could have started your own one.
Not bad for a guy who hasn't shot a gun in 8 years. I hit the target every time, and plenty of them were in the bullseye. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that is barely in there. That could maybe be 8. I don't know. This one here is cracked a little bit on the edge. Well, a lot has changed since I was a kid, and I was either 16 or 18 years old, and I walked into Walmart and I bought a .22 rifle. I gave him my driver's license, I filled out the form, and I left with it in that moment and never had an issue. That was 25 years ago, I think. Yeah. So, since then, you know, world's getting crazy, right? And it makes you worry. Makes me worry, so I want to be able to protect myself. I live in the New York City area, so there's a whole strict process here about getting a gun. So I went on and I filled out the form on the state police of New Jersey's website and set up a fingerprint session. So the state police did a background check, fingerprint was another background check. The city gets all the information that I live in, and you have to go down and pay them for another background check. Then a few months later, they issue you your permit if everything's approved. And then you take that permit, you go down to the gun store, and you purchase a gun with it, and then they fill out another form, background check, both federal and state, and you wait for that. And then when that's done, like a week later, you go back in, you get your gun. Now that whole process, from the time that I filled out the form online till I actually got the gun, was more than 5 months. It's a huge difference compared to just walking into Walmart and buying a gun. You know? Now it is the New York City area, so it's a little bit different, but you know, it's something else. And I think it's strict enough nowadays that, you know, I have to say this, that it's over strict, right? And I'm okay with that. But bad people don't follow the rules, you know? An invading nation doesn't care about all this stuff. What they care about is, I can tell you this, an invading nation would invade California and New York first, ever, before they would come to Texas. Because everybody in Texas has a gun, you know? And I hear all these people out there talking about doing away with the Second Amendment, and I got to tell you, I do not agree with that. The Second Amendment, for those of you that don't know, states a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. And that is so important. And that right there is why I chose to exercise my right and go buy a gun here in 2021. And I'm looking forward to going to the shooting range and shooting it. You know, it was a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to it. All right, I hope everybody's good. Take care. Please make sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel.